YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We about to get into another reaction video. This one titled The Age of Addictions. Now, we all know somebody that's addicted to something. You know what I'm saying? Some of us may be addicted to something. It may not be drugs. It may not be anything horrible. You know what I'm saying? You got workaholics. You got people that love playing video games all day, addicted to the game. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's addicted to anything. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole show called My Strange Addictions. You know what I'm saying? Like they addicted to eating cotton or something. You know what I'm saying? Licking walls, licking paint from the walls. You know what I'm saying? That's their addiction. So everybody addicted to something. But we're gonna see what he touched on as far as like the addictions for him saying the age of addictions. That gotta mean something crazy. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post new lit content on the channel. Let's get into it, man.
Addictions have always been a thing in this world, and it's inevitable people get them. Each generation has had a different set of ones affect them more compared to the next. Boomers were more addicted to cigarettes and alcohol, being the victim of the tobacco industry and having them pay off doctors to say things like this.
You know, this night work's kind of rough, isn't it? That's right. But a Camel's always a pleasure.
Yes, folks, the pleasing mildness of a Camel is just as enjoyable to a doctor as it is to you or me.
But hey, it's all
Bruh. The fact that back in the day, I guess they didn't know the amount of damage that cigarettes cause people, bruh. Back in the day, if people were smoking cigarettes like crazy, people were smoking cigarettes in a restaurant, people were smoking cigarettes on the airplane, people were smoking cigarettes on a bus. Everywhere you go, people were smoking cigarettes, gang. And I guess people, the public didn't know, you know what I'm saying, the amount of damage that one cigarette was causing people. You know what I'm saying? Now you got, fast forward 20, 30 years later, you got a lady on a TV screen, you know what I'm saying, with the mechanical jump to her neck, talking about I'm trying to survive lung cancer. This is giving me lung cancer. Cigarettes done took my vocals. You know what I'm saying? You got the drug people, you know what I'm saying? I forgot their name. I forgot Dare. I think that was their name. Yeah, Dare. Yeah, Dare. Bro, they was on TV, bro. You got it was a bunch of commercials, gang. A bunch of commercials. You know what I'm saying? People protesting cigarettes, trying to shut the cigarette companies down. You know what I'm saying? Like showing people lungs before and after smoking cigarettes. 30 years prior to that, bruh, cigarette smoke was all in the air. You couldn't get enough of it. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't breathe without smelling some type of cigarette smoke. That's crazy, bruh. If you smoking cigarettes now, listen. If you smoking cigarettes now in 2025, with the amount of information out there as far as like what cigarette smoke can do to you, they taught us in school. Secondhand smoke is low key worse. That's what they say. Secondhand smoke is low key worse than smoking the cigarette itself. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true to that, but it stuck with me and I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mess with no cigarette smoke. But if you smoking cigarettes in 2025, stop. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Put the cigarette down. You know what I'm saying? You have no regard for your life if you smoking cigarettes in 2025. I don't care if you 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30. Stop it, bro. Stop it.
good. They made it for that stress by beating their millennial children for asking them to get a toy. Millennials and Gen X are more addicted to alcohol and prescription drugs, and also posting the most cringe content you'll ever see on TikTok. I guess that's what happens when you were the victim of the generation that would beat you just because. You know what? If they're having fun on their side of the internet, I'm happy for them. And of course, we end up with the dump of all that, which is Gen Z. But I think we're kind of different because before you had to do a little more searching in the past generations to get that addiction. You know, like have the money to buy a cigarette or alcohol. But now because of the digital age, it's made it almost impossible for Gen Z to not have an addiction. The amount of people in Gen Z who just have an addiction casually and we act like it's normal is kinda insane. We were the first test group of the internet's effect on a younger generation, and now that everyone's on the internet 24/7, like 90% of people have an addiction
because of the internet.
So I want to talk about all the ones that are getting pushed and more amplified with us, I would say. And we could start off with food. Okay, food didn't start with us, and Gen Z isn't even the fattest generation, but because of online ads and social media ads, it's very easy to push. We haven't even paid a
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Food addiction, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Food addiction. I like to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure if you watching this video, you like to eat. You know what I'm saying? You know somebody that like to eat. I guess the food addiction part is like obesity or something. You know what I'm saying? People that's like well overweight, like 40, I mean not 40, like 400, 500, 600 pounds type thing. But nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like to eat, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like a good steak. You know, good steak. Mashed potatoes, you know what I'm saying? With the gravy on the mashed potatoes. I like a macaroni and lobster salad. I mean, lobster and mac and cheese dish. You know what I'm saying? I like those when I go out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I be wanting to order 2 steaks. You know? I'm addicted to steak. I can't lie. I'm addicted to steak. I like a steak, bro. I like a steak. That's my addiction, y'all. That's my addiction. I like steak. You know what I'm saying? I'm all about a steak, bro. I'm all about a steak.
attention to the thought of how many food delivery apps we have. Bro, growing up, I remember the most you could deliver to your house was a pizza. It would be late night, and if you were craving something and didn't want to drive to an actual physical location, your ass had to order some Domino's or Papa John's. I know it had to suck working at one of those places back then, though, because the amount of prank calls that would go viral on YouTube of people just trolling them was astronomical. Like this channel.
Hey, side question, bro. What's the top pizza that y'all like, bro? Like I like Pizza Hut. That's my favorite pizza place. You know what I'm saying? I like their pizza. I like the pan pizza. I like all that. You know what I'm saying? I saw somebody say they like Little Caesars over Pizza Hut. That got me hot. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, that made me a little upset. I feel like if you got in your top 3 Little Caesars, I cannot trust anything you say about food, bro. You got Little Caesars as your top 3 pizza place in the world, gang. I can't trust nothing you say about food, bro. Little Caesars is for people that be, you know what I'm saying, that be off the za. That be off the za, off the gas, big blow, big trees. You know what I'm saying? That's for them, because it's only $5. They get the munchies, they get a little pizza, you know what I'm saying? A little pizza, bro. You good. Nah. Putting Little Caesars over anything pizza related is crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not even over 3 brothers. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
Ownage pranks used to go A1 back in the day. Bro would spout the most stereotypical racist accent to a worker and ruin their day. And you don't even need the delivery apps anymore. If you just download the fast food apps, they get it delivered for you. You know, you got your Chick-fil-A's, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Food, Chipotle, wait, what? Yeah, believe it or not, that was a real delivery service app until it got taken down. I wonder how a family-friendly thing could violate Apple's terms of service. And if you download one of these food apps, you can save like half your costs by using them. They make it easier than ever to get big back. Because they'll give you the best deals ever that for some reason they don't offer if you don't order on the app. And quarantine at my biggest backers, I was trapping off that McDonald's app getting a free large fry with a $1 purchase. You got with 2 million McDonald's points who order basically every day for the past 4 years. At that point, do you get to meet Ronald McDonald?
Bruh, if you eating McDonald's, I can't even judge you, gang, because I be liking their fries, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I be liking their fries. But if you eating McDonald's heavily, bruh, you know what I'm saying? I know your poop coming out crazy, bruh. I know your poop I know your poop coming out crazy, bro. You can't hide that, gang. If you eat in McDonald's crazy, your poop coming out crazy, bro. I know what your poop look like, bro. If you eat in McDonald's on a daily basis, or every other day, or every other 2 days, I know what your poop look like, bro. It's not healthy, gang. Stop eating so much McDonald's, bro. You bugging.
Something, because that has to deserve some type of reward. TikTok got to be the biggest influence for food nowadays, though. Because how many times have you seen a food spot on TikTok and it's near you, and you think to yourself, well, damn, now I gotta try it to see what the hype is. With traveling nowadays, everyone's go-to when looking for food is going to TikTok to see what the people are saying is the best. I always think how insane Keith Lee's come up was, and it shows how big-backed we really are. Because he quite literally will go to a food spot, give a review, and all it takes is a God damn, that's good. And the whole restaurant is fully booked up for the rest of the year. That's not a diss either, by the way.
People love food, guys.
We have with Keith Lee over here. And then you got those mukbang videos that became popular where they're eating gargantuan masses of food. I learned that some people watch these because they want to feel like they're literally eating the food, but their stomach can't take it, so they watch someone else do it. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with them. I just get sick and want to yak out a car window after looking at these.
I remember DDG back when all of them was cool. DDG, Megan McQueen, all of them. They used to do mukbangs back in the day. And I used to watch them jumps. I used to watch those guys. You know what I'm saying? Now I go to Checkers, give me some food. Now I watch a mukbang. You know what I'm saying? Maybe DDG was with Kennedy Simone. And they was just talking. They was just rapping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is about a mukbang, bro, that made people just want to watch people eat and talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what's up with that type of content, bro. Why is that so interesting, bro? You got your plate of food and you watching, you know what I'm saying? You watching them on YouTube and they just eating and talking. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's so refreshing to watch. Like, it's so good to watch, but yeah, back in the day, bro. Big Checkers, you know what I'm saying? 2 sandwiches, 2 fries, a soda. And just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just go crazy.
If you eating like this, you dead ass abusing your stomach wall lining. Next, we got vaping. For all the people who watch me and vape, I just want to let you know you're bigger than the vape. So do me a favor and put it down for your health now and your future. And pick up a cigarette like a real. I always find it so insane that our generation was bombarded with PSAs about smoking and the harmful effects of it. Everyone ended up thinking we wouldn't be affected by it as much and be a much more healthy generation. Until they released flavors with the name Mango Cherry Freeze and Fortnite carts that no one knows the origin of to change minds instantly. I knew our generation was going to be the most addicted to it when I would walk in the school bathroom and casually see 2 in a stall with clouds of smoke coming out of it. And you'd have some dude on lookout paying attention to the sound of the jingling of keys to tell if a staff member was around or not. Then they start fumbling around and waving the smoke around to try to hide it. I didn't even know how bad it was at first though, until I found out kids in elementary school are doing it too.
Oh nah, bruh. Oh nah. Bruh. Vapes are just as bad as cigarettes, if not worse, gang. You know what I'm saying? Them joints are straight chemical. Straight chemical, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's an electronic smoke. You're breathing in electronic smoke. You got these flavors. These flavors is it's not the actual thing, bruh. It's chemicals, gang. You know what I'm saying? You're breathing all that stuff in and you blowing that stuff out, bruh. You bugging. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie. You a grown man, bro. Listen. You a grown man. And you hold the hookah up to your mouth, bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. All right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm judging you. If you holding a long hookah, you know what I'm saying? You trying to look all cool, holding out the side of your mouth like these. You know what I'm saying? You trying to hold it like that. Bro, stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop, bro. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But nah, put the vase down though, bruh. Put the vase down though. It's not worth it, gang. It's not worth it.
kid in elementary school, where the fuck are you getting the money to even afford that? Are you selling your rare Fortnite skins or something, then ordering them on eBay? According to statistics, 3.5% of middle schoolers in America vape as well. Low-key, we gotta bring back those scary anti-smoking ads. Because I remember when I was a kid being terrified of the thought of smoking. They would show the diagram of a healthy lung versus smoker lung, and I would have nightmares for the rest of the week. And no, you can't quit at any time. If you're somebody that has to sit there and reason with your friends like you're making a deal on Wall Street that you can, then let me introduce you to the last stage of grief, acceptance. It's okay to accept the fact that the rest of your friends are gonna live amazing, willing, full lives until 80, 90, or 100. And at 40, you're gonna drop randomly in your kitchen after those mango cherry freeze chemicals reach your heart. And weed smokers, where y'all?
Low key, the reason why it's so hard for people to stop smoking, well, I don't know why it's so hard for people to stop smoking vapes, but for people to stop smoking cigarettes is because of the nicotine that's in it. You know what I'm saying? It's addictive. And plus you got some people that use cigarettes as like a way to cope with stress. So anytime they feeling stressed out about something, they, you know what I'm saying, smoke a little cigarette. And just the inhale kind of relieves the stress a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so hard for people to stop smoking, bruh. Because when you trying to kick it, it's like you trying to kick crack. You know what I'm saying? You trying to kick crack. You ever seen somebody trying to kick crack? Look at Pookie in New Jack City. Was that New Jack City? Or Colors? I think it was Colors. I'm not sure. But Pookie, you know what I'm saying? In the movie, he tried to kick crack. Couldn't kick it, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't put the pipe down, bruh. He was tweaking. Dude had the cold sweats. He was on the edge of the bed looking crazy. Lips powdered white, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Powdered white. Sweating like crazy. Holding the pipe to his mouth. Shaking like this, bruh. Shaking like this. Tears running down his eyes, bruh. Because he's so addicted to the crack. That's how people is when they try and get rid of cigarette, bruh. They just like Pookie, bruh. Just like Pookie. Don't be like Pookie, bruh. Put the cigarettes down. Put the vapes down, bruh. It ain't worth it.
Where y'all going? Cause y'all ain't safe from this either. In general, I think out of a weed smoker and vape smoker, the weed smoker is usually more healthy. Mainly because the product doesn't have mysterious chemicals imported from a factory in Beijing. Nowadays though, they be lacing the hell out of that weed, so I don't even know about that anymore. You could be picking up what you think is some regular Zaw from your local dealer, and it ends up being laced with fent, raccoon, and pee. The most annoying thing about weed smokers is they do this.
Hey, listen. When I was in high school, people was putting chemicals in the weed, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, if you bought something from somebody, just know. You know what I'm saying? If you went to my high school, you know what I'm saying? People was putting stuff in the weed, gang. You know what I'm saying? It was a couple of them. There's a couple of people, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It ain't funny, bro, because people was tweaking out. You know what I'm saying? People was tweaking out. This is when Molly was like really popping too. People was putting Molly in the weed. You know what I'm saying? They trying to boost the high. You had some people putting bleach in the weed. Like that I don't get. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that. But nowadays you got people putting fentanyl in the weed. You know what I'm saying? I think somebody put like meth. I don't know how that work. Put meth in the weed. I don't know how that work, gang. But people putting stuff in the weed. You know what I'm saying? People putting stuff in the weed. What's that joint called? Bath salt? Is that what bath salt is? I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not sure. But yeah, be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? All my weed smokers. You know what I'm saying? All my Zazas. Be careful, Zaza.
The same thing as vape smokers saying they can quit at any time, but they'll also argue with you saying it makes them more productive, and they'll bring up successful people that do it as an example, like I don't know, Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa. The person saying it though 99% of the time is never productive. Like you ask them what they did through the week, and it's take a shower once, rage on Valorant, goon to Sophie Rain, then smoke 7 times. If you're not one of those productive people using it, then you can't say it, and you'll also never be as productive as someone sober in that time. It's so bad you got who will work the whole week, then half of their paycheck is going to some rolling papers and that flight duck pack. I think the reason why the
Listen, I used to date somebody that was so addicted to the Za. Like so addicted to this eye. It blew me, gang. You know what I'm saying? She would put her whole check, not her whole check, but most of her check off the Zai, bro, just to get some gas. I hated that, bro. Hated that. You know what I'm saying? Fast forward years down the line, bro, she unked out. Unked out. No. You know what I'm saying? No. No. You know what I'm saying? No. My lady now, perfect. You know what I'm saying? Chef kisses. Chef kisses. You know what I'm saying?
Rise of addictions and smoking weed is because it's so easy to access nowadays. They got whole apps meant to deliver strains to people, and you can go on Snapchat and casually see 10 dealers in a 1-mile radius. Back then, people were scared of getting caught, especially when the internet wasn't a thing. Plus, it was a lot more penalized, so people didn't take the risk. Next, we got gooning. I already made a whole video on this, so we don't gotta spend a lot of time on this. But the algorithms nowadays, more than ever, are meant to fuel horniness. Like, have y'all ever opened your Instagram feed or TikTok feed and they're literally throwing it in your face? No
Bro,
matter how many times I click not interested.
Somebody in the comment section, bro, explain to me exactly what gooning is, gang. What is gooning, bro? Like, I hear it all the time, bro. What's gooning, bro? I know the dude in the drive-thru. He was gooning. They ain't even like. I guess gooning is just like, what is gooning, bro? What is gooning, gang?
It doesn't work. I think they have the button there just for fun. The best platform I see optimized where I don't see it is YouTube, because my algo was built brick by brick. It still happens though, trust me. Like, somebody watching this probably got some freaky AI chatbot ad. But on Instagram and TikTok, they purposely don't listen to me. I just want one person to do some research on these algorithms and see if they got a horny piece of code written in there. A lot of people also talk about why were we so sexual at a young age, which is kind of true, you know, when I think about it. It's a mix of things. One being the internet, although it's not as bad as now. Like, a Gen
100%.
Alpha kid with unmonitored access in 2025 is probably gonna win this corn at the age of 7. Probably a mix of us looking at these Disney stars when we were kids and thinking of some freaky. The crazy thing to me was the shift of how OF stars and corn stars were perceived. Back then, I remember when a girl got leaked, it was the worst thing to happen to her life. Like, her whole sacred temple was exposed to the world. Or just somebody ousted as doing that line of work. They would never want that info out. But nowadays, if you see a link tree in that bio, it's like a Russian roulette of if you'll see an OnlyFans link or not. It's just a casual thing now to see someone naked online. Never in my life growing up I would think someone I went to high school with would start one, but I'm about 0 to 3 wrong, so good thing I didn't put a bet on that. Oh, and speaking of bets, gambling is next. Parlays have.
Hey, listen. If you trying to get away from all of that, bruh, it's certain apps that you just can't get on, bruh. Twitter or X, if you want to call it X, that's one of them. You trying to get away from all the sexualization stuff, you know what I'm saying? The sexualized sexual stuff. Get off Twitter, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all on Twitter. I don't even have a Twitter. I let mine deactivate. Like, mine's is gone. I barely be on IG, you know what I'm saying? But even my IG algorithm is boxing, dogs, guns, fights, UFC fights, boxing, dogs, UFC fights, guns, fashion, and yeah, that's about it for real. You know what I'm saying? But I had to build that, because once you get on Instagram, they automatically send workout stuff. They automatically send you all the, you know what I'm saying, all the stuff that they feel like is gonna, just because you a man, or you know what I'm saying, just because you a man, they gonna push the buns on you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna push the women in the tight clothes. They're gonna push that on you, that type of content on you, bro. It's like you got to build your algorithm, gang. You know what I'm saying? My TikTok straight cool. My TikTok is probably the best it's ever been in, I don't know, since I made a TikTok. Like, it's so good, bro. So good. My TikTok is fine. It's fine. Even my other TikTok, straight motivational stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got to build that, bro, because they going to push it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is for the women, but I know for the men, you know what I'm saying? They pushing the OF content. They pushing the sexual gym content, bro. They pushing all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They pushing all that. But yeah, you trying to take cold showers, I guess, you know what I'm saying, gooning is, you know what I'm saying, whacking, right? If you're trying to stop whacking, if you don't want to be whack 100, bro, cold showers, control your algorithm, stay off Twitter, you gonna be straight, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be straight, bro. Cold showers, gym, stay off Twitter, control your algorithm. You won't be whack 100 after that. You know what I'm saying?
By themselves ruin the financial dreams of millions of Gen Z. Because with parlays, it feels like you're not putting much up. And if you already hate your job or you're trying to make it out, you're gonna take the risk and throw in something you can lose, like $10 or $20. But that ends up adding up, and as you keep losing, you end up losing like half your week's salary over.
I ain't gonna lie. Last time I played FanDuel, bro, I hit for like 1,200. And I ain't get on the app ever since. You know what I'm saying? It was probably like the second to last week before the NBA playoffs. Hit for like 1,200. I was like, nah, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'll wait to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? I'll wait to the NFL. I'll put a little $10 bet. NFL season gonna be crazy though. You know what I'm saying? NFL season gonna be crazy. So if you looking for a lick from the NFL season, you know what I'm saying? Good luck. Because it's gonna be crazy. I don't think it's gonna be as predictable as the NBA was, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. FanDuel, Prize Picks, DraftKings, all that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? Underdog, all that for sure got a grip on society today, bro. Everybody got a parlay. Women got a parlay, men got a parlay, adults got a parlay, kids got a parlay. Well, not kids, but teenagers, bro. It's crazy, bro.
For some stupid ass prediction. My opinion is sports gambling is way more of a problem for us than traditional gambling. Like, I feel like that was the problem more back then. Although we definitely got our addicts for that too. Kick as a platform is pretty much meant as a funnel to stake where you can play slots to your heart's desire. Sports betting wouldn't even be that bad if everyone doing it actually had the disposable income to. But there should be no reason your whole paycheck is going on a bet. And it's really hard to stop because when you do get those wins, you always think you could get one potentially with another bet. And I don't know about y'all, but I've been getting a whole lot more of sports betting app ads a lot. It makes no sense too because I live in Texas. I can't even gamble here. So why are they even pushing it here when it's banned? Like, it makes zero sense to me. It's almost like they know people can use VPNs to do it anyways. And they be giving some crazy ass bonuses just for you to join and make a single bet. Like, who wouldn't take a free $100 to bet for just a tiny risk of forever being indebted to the app and watching every single one of the 500 bets you made in the past week? Just a tiny risk though. The sports betting industry growth is so insane when you look at the chart. Just 7 years ago, it was only $209 million, and now it's around $4 to $6 billion. If this ain't an indication of a recession, then I don't know what is. People's doing anything to get money. I guarantee there's some dads out there risking their paycheck and if their kids get to eat, just to see if the bet will hit of LeBron getting over 40 points in a game. Next, we got caffeine. And it's time to be open and honest, y'all. This is probably the thing I match closest with. My excuse is, though, I only take pre-workout on days I work out, which is 5 days in a week. Not really a good excuse, though, but trust me, I can quit anytime. I just need a little powder sprinkled in my toothpaste to get my bones jolting. Caffeine addiction is probably the easiest one to get because when you're tired in a day and need a little boost, it's one of the few legal substances you can take to boost your energy. Sadly, they banned the original Coke formula, but I've heard there's ways to get around it. It also doesn't help that on TikTok, people will post their favorite coffee recipes or drink they got at Starbucks. Then people run to the store.
I ain't never been a huge fan of caffeine or coffee, bro. I ain't never been my thing, bro. Energy drinks either, bro. Like, it was like a brief moment of time where I was just drinking energy drinks every day because of the work I was doing. But that was only for like, what, a couple months? You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been one of those people that was like, hey, I gotta have my coffee today. I gotta have my coffee today. Don't talk to me before my coffee. I'm not me before I have my coffee. Like, I ain't never been one of those type of people, bro. You know what I'm saying? You see those type of people in Starbucks every day. Every day at Starbucks trying to buy a coffee drink. You know what I'm saying? Trying to boost up their energy, trying to wake themselves up. Whole time, bro, their body is immune to the amount of caffeine that's in the Starbucks now. You know what I'm saying? The body's adjusted. So now you gotta amp it up. You're gonna keep amping it up until your heart explodes. Nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I feel like you got good addictions and you got bad addictions. Unhealthy and healthy. You know what I'm saying? That's an unhealthy addiction, bro.
Store to get the exact same one to see what the hype is about. Everybody all of a sudden also started drinking matcha and making matcha everything. Matcha coffees, matcha pancakes, matcha noodles. A couple of years ago, would have seen something like this and fried you on the internet for even having it. But now all you gotta do is post a trying matcha noodles on TikTok and people will love it just because it's matcha. Where the did all this matcha talk come from though? Like, matcha is cool to me, but how did they get to the point where we're facing potential global shortages of it because everyone's having it? Also, having energy drinks is more commonplace now. Like, I remember in the past, if you told someone you was drinking energy drinks, they thought you were cooked, providing for 4 different families on a one-man salary while getting 4 hours of sleep. Every company now, for some reason, has their own line of energy drinks. Like, who is deadass drinking the Toxic Waste energy drink and the Sonic the Hedgehog energy drink? Actually, that last one might not be too bad. Might just have me a grab it. I think caffeine addiction is also rising too because a lot more people are sleep deprived nowadays. It's a blessing for real if you can get 8 full hours of sleep in this time. So when people are tired, they say, why not? Let me just get 1 energy drink for the day. There is a very big risk with it though, and we can't forget. Energy drinks have only been getting used a lot more in the past 2 decades, so we still don't have long-term studies on their effects. And there's even tragic cases about it, like the case of Katie Donald. Katie Donald was a 28-year-old teacher and fitness enthusiast, and she always tried to live a healthy lifestyle and had a lot of caffeine through the day as one of the things. She would have 3 energy drinks a day and a caffeine supplement on top of that before going to the gym. And by the way, the recommended max amount of caffeine
Bro, she tweaked. Oh no, three energy drinks a day, bro, plus a caffeine tab. Oh nah, bro. I know her heart was heart bumping, bro, going crazy. Oh, see, those are the people that I be talking about. That be in Starbucks, gang. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people, bro. You know what I'm saying?
you're supposed to have in a day is 400 milligrams. Depending on how much caffeine those drinks had, she could have been having like 2x or 3x the daily limit. But even if they were smaller amounts, I think we can all agree that just the sound of having 3 energy drinks a day is insane. And in 2021, Katie had a heart attack and had to be put in the hospital, where 10 days later, she sadly passed away from the effects of it. So if you're near having 3 drinks a day, it might be time to reconsider how many you're having. The best schedule for people that do want to have caffeine is 5 days a week with at least 2 days off it. The more you have it, the more tolerant you get to it. So it's always better to have a little reset just so the effects still hit. It's also a problem too that kids are now starting to have energy drinks. When Prime released its energy drinks, there was parents complaining that their kids were having them and it was causing problems. I don't know what type of stress these is even going through to be having energy drinks. I only started drinking them after having some adult type responsibilities. Before 18, I wasn't having them. And once again, parents strike again at not monitoring their kids, because how do they even get access to these energy drinks? Since I said I only have them when I work out, we might as well throw gym in there as an addiction. Some of y'all might think it's odd that gym is here, but if you see how fitness social media is now, you know how bad it can get. There's been a lot more of a rise in gym influencers since 2020. I'm glad that
I feel like gym addiction could be a healthy addiction though. You know what I'm saying? Like if you like going to the gym, you just like being healthy, gang. Like you like working out, you like seeing the improvement of your body, you like seeing your cardio go up, you like seeing the strength go up. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a healthy addiction. I don't think there's anything wrong with being addicted to the gym. Nah, I don't think I can see it. I was about to say maybe I could see if you like a bodybuilder, but that's a profession. You know what I'm saying? It's people whose career is bodybuilding. So yeah, that's one of those healthy addictions. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those healthy ones.
the gym is becoming way more popular though, because in general it's good for everyone's health, but the lengths some people take to look like some of the influencers online is unbelievable. It's universally known now that a lot of influencers online straight up use performance enhancing drugs to look the best. One of the biggest known cases I would say is The Rock. Everyone knows for his physique at his age, it's almost impossible for him to look like this without taking some type of performance enhancing drug. He always denies it and says he doesn't use them, which no one believes, because when your job is to look the best, best, a lot of these influencers and celebs feel like they have no choice but to take them to keep up with everyone. And people in the gym community point out all the time who may be fake or real. One of the biggest gym influencers on YouTube's job is literally predicting from years of experience what influencer or celeb transformation is real or fake. But even if the
It was a dude called the Liver King, right? Where for years, you know what I'm saying, he was like, he had this strong vascular body, you know what I'm saying? Dude was built, and he was like in his 40s. He was like, I got this off of just eating liver. You know what I'm saying? Just eating liver. That's what I got this off of. Then years down the line, he got exposed for taking steroids. You know what I'm saying? And performance enhancements. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think nobody believed it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because when I say he was ripped, like he was ripped. And he was, you know what I'm saying? He was big, bro. Like he was a big dude. And he had the veins popping out and all that. And he said he just got that off of eating liver. Like that don't make no type of sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no type of sense. Like, what's your calorie intake? You know what I'm saying? Like, how much protein you getting? How many carbs you getting? You know what I'm saying? Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Nobody believe that, bro. But he got exposed, and this was during the pandemic too. So people definitely once they found out, bro, it was over for him. Like he ain't been on. So I haven't seen him on social media since then, bro. And he used to be on my timeline like crazy. I haven't seen him since.
the influencers doing it are natural, it's never good to compare yourself because their entire job is meant to look good. Like, they can spend hours at a time in the gym every day to look like that. Meanwhile, the average person usually gets out of school or work and can have 1 or 2 hours max. And it leads to people thinking they have to take the same drugs those influencers are taking. Nowadays, there's people who will show their journey through taking steroids or testosterone casually. I guess it's kinda good they're being honest, but like, can you imagine people did this for any other drug? Imagine a meth addict showing their journey of taking it through the years. And the people taking these drugs are getting younger and younger because
you can boost your testosterone. I can never say that word, but I don't know why. It's like a tongue twister. But you can boost that up naturally. Like, you ain't gotta take no, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta take no pills or take a shot for that. Like, you could get that in food, sleep, you know what I'm saying, the gym, making sure you not stressed out so much. Like, all these things boosts your test levels, gang. All of that. You ain't gotta take a shot to boost your test levels. You ain't gotta take a pill to boost your test levels, bro. Do it naturally, gang. People, that's the thing with society today, bro. People is looking for shortcuts. Shortcuts don't get you nowhere but a quick ending. You know what I'm saying? You take the long road for longevity. You take the shortcut for a quick payoff. Remember that.
they look up to these guys, ruining their whole body before it even got time to fully develop. It's okay to accept the fact that you probably won't reach their level, and if you do, it'll just take you significantly longer, which is fine. Like, bro, you got decades of your life to reach that type of build if you want to. You don't gotta rush it when you're young. And the reality is, you probably won't even want to keep up with that type of physique because it'll be too much work. The last category we got, which 90% of my audience will relate to, is unemployment. Unemployment is the new cool lifestyle that everyone's getting into.
I'm 34.
34? Okay, what do you do?
I am a risk taker. I'm a road runner. I'm an entrepreneur.
I mean, think of it. You can nibble off of someone else's
Bro just said he jobless, guy. He just said he unemployed, bro. You know what I'm saying? People is so comfortable with being broke today, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, bro. Yeah, I feel like it's like that because these influencers, they push this entrepreneurship, you know what I'm saying? Gary Vaynerchuk and all them people, bruh, back in the day, well, not even back in the day, some years ago, they was all about entrepreneurship, just pushing entrepreneurship. Everybody not going to be an entrepreneur off the bat. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not. Some people going to have to get a job to fund their business. Some people just going to have to get a job, period. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's the reality of life. All right, everybody's not going to be an entrepreneur, bruh. Yeah, everybody's not meant to be a millionaire. Simple as that, bruh. But ain't nothing wrong with having the aspirations of being an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You can aspire to be an entrepreneur, and you can also have a job and get money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. Listen, I speak for the 9-to-5 workers, gang. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job, bruh. If you got a business that's booming, you got a business that's booming. You lucky, gang. You know what I'm saying? You lucky. God is looking out for you. Because a lot of the time, businesses don't even last, a year or two? You know what I'm saying? So if your business is booming, your business is booming. You know what I'm saying? But for some people, bro, they start a business, their business not going to boom. They're going to have to get a job. You know what I'm saying? And they may have to go back to the drawing board and rethink their business. But in the meantime, they got bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feed yourself. You're gonna feed yourself. You're gonna do DoorDash all day. You're gonna do Uber Eats all day. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna do the Instacart all day. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Strategize, bro. Strategize. But yeah, there's a lot of people that's like just too cool, too comfortable with being unemployed and jobless. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I don't speak for women, you know what I'm saying? I speak to my men. If you a man, bro, and you walking around saying that you don't want a job and you ain't got no money in your pocket and you cool with that because in your head you like, I'm about to just be an entrepreneur, I'm about to get this business off the ground, and you not seeing no progress, rethink what you doing. Excuse me, rethink what you doing. You know what I'm saying? If you need a job to fund your business, get a job to fund your business. I said this in another video, bruh. Ain't nothing wrong with having a job to fund your business. People think it's a crime to have a job to fund your business, bruh. People think it. I get it. You may be afraid you may be afraid to get a job because you feel like you're going to get comfortable with the job and you're going to lose interest in creating your business because you're too busy working your job. I get that. But if you hungry, that won't happen, gang. If you want your business to grow bad enough, that won't happen. If you want something extra money on the side and in order to turn your side income to your main income, that won't happen. It only happen if you let it. Simple as that, bruh.
While laying down on a couch and watching your favorite TV show. Society's become so cooked that anyone who quits their job or anyone who's applied to more than 5 and got denied just give up and decide to live that lifestyle. You even mention the word job to certain and they start quivering in fear for their life. You know what? I'm feeling pretty evil today. Let's go ahead and go on a TOS run to get me packed out of here real quick. And I do want to put a disclaimer. What you're about to hear may be disturbing. Job, employment, working, career, business, profession, operation. I feel free being able to say what I want. I feel like the world is in the palm of my hand. For some reason, even though it feels like no one is getting a job now, we're actually reaching low levels of employment, well, at least compared to 2020. Moment of silence for all my who were looking for a job during COVID. Glad that wasn't me, because God knows where I would be right now. The thing that's doomed Gen Z is as soon as finally started to get their degrees and get ready for the real world, AI had to advance at levels we never thought possible. I might have to make a video on just this alone. Man, we all thought AI would take jobs like fast food and have robots flipping burgers, but that's it. Now you got AI that can code entire websites for free. You got AI that automatically run YouTube channels and generate them unlimited money. And for us, it was a big rush of people getting STEM degrees because everyone was saying that was the speed run to get a 6-figure job. It's great to know that all those degrees are completely useless now that those jobs are taken by AI. So no wonder everyone's giving up and are embracing their unemployment. And when GTA 6 drops, mark my words, will quit their jobs just to have time to play this once-in-a-lifetime game. I'm truly scared for the job market in that moment. Hospitals are gonna be empty for.
Nah, when Grand Theft Auto 6 drop, you're gonna see hella streamers, hella YouTubers. The GTA RP is gonna go crazy. I know Cassinet gonna have something going on. You know what I'm saying? It's going. T Grizzly gonna have something going on, bruh. It's gonna be crazy when that game drop, bruh. But Loquito, here's my thing. If you want to become like a streamer, you want to, you know what I'm saying, get your you want to hit the ground running, you know what I'm saying? When that game drop and everybody's into it, bruh, start making your content. Start making your Grand Theft Auto content. Everybody gonna be watching Grand Theft Auto content. I'm trying to tell you. You guys, it's the perfect time to be creative. You know what I'm saying? It's the perfect time. Even if you want to play something outside of Grand Theft Auto, that'll be the moment, bruh. That'll be the moment, because all eyes is going to be on the internet, bruh. All eyes is going to be on streamers, YouTubers, gamers, all of that, bruh. When that game drop, it's going to be a gold mine. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be a gold mine. It's going to be just how, it's going to be like how GTA RP was for Grand Theft Auto 5. When GTA RP first dropped, everybody was on it, bruh. So many people made money from that, from GTA RP, bruh. It's gonna be a gold mine. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be a gold mine. I got my PC. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying?
From doctors and nurses trying to finish the GTA 6 storyline. So anyways, that's about it. If you don't align close to any of the things I mentioned, then congrats, you're one of the special ones. Follow me on Twitter.
Yeah, bruh. That's gonna be it for the video, man. Hey, look. Like I said, bruh, there's some healthy additions and there's some unhealthy additions. Caffeine, coffee, Starbucks. Yeah, that's unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? The gym is a healthy addiction. You know? My strange addictions, all those addictions on there, unhealthy. Unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? Debilitating healthy, unhealthy. Yeah, one of those. You know what I'm saying? One of those. But yeah, man. That's gonna be it for the video, man. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I post lit content on the channel. Until next time, man. Deuces.